To be the chief is very humbling. There's nothing really you couldn't accomplish, within the chief's mess. You can easily, if you have a problem on the West Coast and you're on the East Coast, all you can do is a phone call. And the problem's going to get taken care of because you can rely on the chief to do that. The chief's mess is a very important role. It should be in place to help either junior members or senior members.
It's the most special thing in my career to be a chief, because there's a bond that we have amongst chiefs that can never be broken. The honor in being a chief is knowing that we're carrying on a legacy of what men and women for 100 years before us have laid out for us.
I love being a chief. So far, being a chief has been a phenomenal position. If you have the ability to serve others, you should serve others through yourself. Take their needs ahead of yours. If there's an opportunity to serve someone else, whether it's your community, your subordinates, putting their needs ahead of yours at times. That's what being a chief means to me. Your words are important. How you carry yourself and the words that you do it through. I would actually charge that your actions are more important than your words. I'm Chief Carson Gillum. I'm a Chief Bosun Mate. I've been in the Coast Guard for 18 years. I enlisted in July of 1999. I enlisted out of Northern Virginia. I'm from Sterling, Virginia, just outside of DC. I was frocked to Chief in December of 2016, and then I was officially advanced June 1st of 2017. I love being a chief. It brought me the opportunity to be the officer in charge of my own unit. I love the responsibility that comes with that, the challenges that come with that, the decision-making abilities that you have to display to do that job. So far being a chief has been a phenomenal position. I am a chief, but the Coast Guard gives enlisted people the opportunity to be what's known as an officer in charge. An officer in charge has the same authority as a commanding officer of a unit, but it's served by somebody in an E7 or above position. I'm currently an E7. That gives you Article 15 authority, which gives you the authority to send somebody to non-judicial punishment, something that typically only an officer is eligible to do.
I've been a chief for a little over 3 years now. I've been in the Coast Guard approximately 17 years. On the question of, can anybody be a chief? I'd say the possibilities are limitless, but however there are certain people that are not cut out to be a chief. We're put in a place in the command or in the Coast Guard as senior enlisted, but yet we are mentors to both our subordinates and our superiors. I think the chief strive to maintain common sense throughout situations on top of, abiding by policy. In one way or the other, instead of putting an actual name on, okay, well, I'm designated in writing, I'm your mentor, you're my mentee. It's not as difficult as that. It's extremely easy. Whether you're working with a subordinate, you're working with one of your superior officers, one way or the other, you're mentoring them.
With the anchor comes the expectation, and what you always hear is the expectation of speaking truth to power. Some people take that the wrong way. Some people think that means, okay, I just get to walk in and say whatever I think. In speaking truth to power, we have to offer solutions. We can't just complain. I can't just walk into the Admiral's office and say, sir, I think this is dumb. I can do that, but what I owe him is, sir, I don't think this is a good idea, or here's what I think is a good idea, and here's what we need to enact this good idea. When you approach things from that manner, 99 times out of 100, that senior person, whether it be the commander, whether it be the captain, whether it be the admiral, are going to say, carry forth, chief, get it done. What unites us is that anchor. And when we all come together, there's nothing we can't figure out. There's nothing we can't do to make happen for the betterment of our people. When you mix an ensign and a chief, that's a special relationship who's got the experience? Who's got the background? Who's got the knowledge? The chief does, right? So can you blame an ensign if there's a bad relationship between that? It's generally the chief is going to be older, more mature, been around the world longer than the ensign. I view our role as chiefs when it comes to the junior officers is to help develop them into being the best leaders they can, because today's ensign is tomorrow's captain. Today's JG is tomorrow's admiral.